If you aren't setting goals that scare you, then you aren't setting big enough goals. And right now, I'd be lying if I said I wasn't a little scared of this goal to run a 2:39 marathon. Back in 2022, I ran my very first marathon in 3 hours and 54. A great time for a first marathon, but it was heartbreaking to miss the qualifying time for Boston and to break 3 hours by 54 seconds. But just a few months later, I was able to break 3 hours and qualify for Boston when I ran a 2:58 at the Eugene Marathon. After that, I wanted to break 2 hours and 50 minutes at the Boston Marathon in 2023, and I came up short and ran 2 hours, 52 minutes. About 6 months later, I was finally starting to figure out marathons, and I ran my current personal best of 2 hours, 44 minutes at the Chicago Marathon in 2023. And now the next natural progression is I'm currently training for a sub 240 marathon at the Tokyo Marathon on March 2nd, 2025. We're just 8 weeks out from race day, and I've already been training for 6 weeks, but to be honest, training has not been that exciting. Let me explain real quick. This is a chart of my weekly training miles over the last 6 weeks, the first 6 weeks of training. First week of training, we hit 45 miles. Then I was traveling this week, get as many in as I could, 36 miles. Then, since then, 53, 60, 65, and last week was 70 miles. We've done a great job of building up the overall training volume in terms of mileage. However, this is the boring part. Let me show you. Although we had a good amount of volume, the intensity looked a little something like this. Let's call green easy miles. That took up this big chunk, about 80%. This little chunk we'll call zone 3 training. This took up about 15%. This tiny little sliver, high intensity. This was about 5%. So as you can see, even though my training volume has been great, increasing, the intensity has been basically all easy miles, a little bit of zone 3, and just a tiny bit of high intensity, which came in the form of stride. So training has not been super exciting, not very glamorous. However, this week, that's about to change. We're at the track this morning. We have a threshold workout. We have 5 times 2 kilometers at threshold effort. My whole training program is not based off of paces like a traditional marathon program. Everything is based off of effort and the feedback that my body is giving me. I'm working with Coach Paul Stafford for this. He is an elite runner. He ran at Florida State, ran at CU Boulder, ran under some of the best cross-country coaches in the country. So far, for the first 6 weeks of prep, I feel great. I feel fit. The body feels good. So today's our first real speed workout, and we'll see what happens. 2-mile warm-up done. It is cold out here in Austin. It's, what, 28 degrees, I think. What is threshold? Basically, when we run at high intensities, our body produces lactic acid, and at a certain point, when you go above that threshold, your body can no longer clear that lactic acid. It can't use it efficiently for fuel anymore, so it builds up, gets in our bloodstream, and it hinders our performance. So today, we're gonna try and run just under that point, just under that lactate threshold. None of my workouts are based off paces, it's all based off of feel. So we're gonna try and hone in on that feel, and we'll see what happens. This is my first workout doing this like this. We're gonna give it our best shot. New Switchback hoodies are also available. Go switchback.co.
Big hoodie, bro!
Hey, thanks! All right, rep 1 done. We were about 5:40 pace or so. Felt really good on that one. Heart rate was right where I wanted it to be, like mid 170s, low 170s. So should be under our threshold. One of the main tools I use to find my threshold effort is conversation. How conversational can I be? And for threshold, you want to be able to get out 1 sentence comfortably and still be able to breathe. So I will literally ask myself out loud, can I say a sentence? If so, we should theoretically be under that threshold. Rep 2 in the books. Feel like 540 pace again. We're feeling good. I'm feeling that like pocket we're supposed to sit in for the threshold. It's a tough workout, just long, very steady effort, but we got our boy Johnny.
What's up?
Johnny Pace out here, pacing me. He's a master photographer in the running world.
And most importantly, I'm a 2-day Austin local.
Yes, he just moved here from New York City, and he brought the cold with him from New York. Yeah, dude. I love it for the running though. Rep 3 in the books, about 540 pace again. We're locked in on that pace. But I think it can be hard to train without paces and have to listen to your body. Really the best way to train after doing it for a few weeks now is like, there's so many factors that can affect your pace. The hilliness of the route, the temperature outside, the wind, humidity. So when you switch that to just training off of feel and the feedback that your body gives you, it can kind of adapt to all those different circumstances. And so you're still doing what your body physiologically needs without having to like force paces that are just based on some calculation online. So I definitely encourage you to try this approach, train based off of feel, and ditch the paces. And I think you'll feel much, much better, lower chance of injury, and hopefully you'll probably get faster. Good work, good work. Nice. Oh, we got 1 rep left. These workouts are tough. Just long intervals. Only 1 more to go, that's it. The hardest thing we'll do all day until our leg workout this afternoon. All right, I'm really gonna try and even split this one. 2, 1, last rep, let's go.
There we go.
Yeah. Great workout, dude.
Great work.
Thanks, Johnny, for pacing me, dude. This dude drives 24 hours from New York to Austin like 2 days ago. And then comes in, just shows up and says, okay, I'll do your workout. And crushes it. All right, just did the math off my watch. We averaged right on 7 minutes per 2 kilometers, which is 5 minutes, 38 seconds per mile. Feel really, really good after that one. I think we were right in that pocket of just under our threshold. So execute the workout perfectly. I used to be somebody who would just do every workout as hard as possible where I couldn't run any faster on the last rep. And I learned through this build that every workout has a purpose. And if you run harder than the intended purpose of that workout, you're just defeating the whole intention of that workout. So felt good after today. We got a leg workout this evening. We'll see you then. Welcome to my whiteboard. This thing basically runs my life when it comes to fitness. Here, Monday through Sunday, I write down how many miles I'm running for that day and what strength workout I am doing. So you can see my whole week there. Here is a countdown of tally marks for my next big event. Obviously that being Tokyo Marathon. We're currently 55 days out, 55 tally marks. This little section up here is the taper portion of the build, meaning we're not really building, we're just resting, not building fitness. This section right here is the actual build portion. Here is where I write down what workout I'm going to do every day. So I don't follow a program. I literally just come in here, write on the board what I feel like doing. I have a garage gym, obviously, so I am more restricted with the types of exercises I can do because I have barbells, dumbbells, and kettlebells. So I can't do like machines or things like that. So I'm limited in what I can do, but I can still do everything that I need to. So my workouts generally tend to be more or less the same. So for today, we're going to do a mini band warm up. I won't write that down. I'll show you guys that though. Then we're gonna do some deadlifts. My absolute favorite, we're gonna do 4 sets of 4 reps of these. One thing to note for marathon prep, I always go heavy reps, One thing to note for marathon prep is I go low reps, heavy weight. I'll explain why once I get into the workout, but remember, low reps, heavy weight during a marathon prep. Then we'll do some front squats. These will be also 4x4. I'll do some Bulgarian split squats. These will be 3 sets of 6 per leg, also going heavy. Then we'll do lunges. These will be 3 sets of 8 per leg. And then we will do box step-ups. These will be 3 sets of 6 per leg. And then I usually like to end the workout with some sort of like plyo or a little bit higher intensity, more mobile type of workout. So I'm gonna do some jump split squats to end the workout. We'll do 3 sets of 10 on each leg. So that's a workout for today. I start every strength workout with a mini band warm-up routine. So I'll start with some side lateral steps. These help light up your glute medius. I'll do about 8 to 10 each side. Then I will do some high knees for the hip flexors. Do about 10 of these on each side. Ever since I started doing mini band stuff like this a few times a week, it seems like all my injuries, all my aches and pains kind of went away. Whatever it is about these mini band movements helps so much with blood flow and recovery. Then I will do some kickbacks here. Great for glutes, hamstrings, posterior chain. Do about 10 of these on each leg as well. Last, I'll go here just to elevate my heel so I can get really deep into this squat. You can use anything for this, and I'll just do 10. Slow on the way down, hold it, pop up, squeeze the glutes at the top. Boom, mini band routine, done. All right, first set of deadlifts, 315 on the bar. We'll do 4 sets of 4. Probably just stay at this weight. Not gonna lie, it is tough trying to maintain these big, heavy compound movements during marathon training. My legs are just shot, but we're getting through it. Here we go. All right, deadlifts are done. Now I've got front squats set up on the rack here. And as you can see, I have some 10-pound plates that I'm going to put my heels on, like so. Purpose of that being, when you elevate your heels in a front squat, a few things happen. One, you can squat deeper. Somebody like me who has terrible ankle mobility, or like a lot of other runners, don't have great ankle mobility, you can get deeper in the squat, you get more benefit out of the squat. I'm not trying to be a professional powerlifter or a professional squatter, so I don't really care if I have to use little tools to help me. I'd rather get the most out of the movement. So elevate my heels a little bit, get deeper. And then also, when you elevate your heels, you target your quads a little bit more, which is great for running, obviously. I already hit my hamstrings with the deadlifts. Now I can target my quads a little bit more with the front squats. And third is it takes a little bit of pressure off your low back. I don't have too much of an issue with this, but a lot of people have an issue when squatting in general of low back pain, low back pressure. That could be caused from a weak core, or could just be as simple as elevating your heels and taking some of that pressure off. So I'm gonna hit 4 sets of 4 reps on the front squat. Done with front squats, moving on to our next exercise, Bulgarian split squats. Now earlier I mentioned that during marathon prep, I like to do low reps, high weight. And the reason for that is, despite what a lot of people might think of how to train for a marathon with strength training, most people think that because marathon is high rep, high volume, you gotta teach your muscles to be able to go for tons and tons of reps. Yes, that's true, but you'd already get that benefit from the running portion. You're already teaching your muscles that muscular endurance that they need for 26.2 miles. However, when you come into the gym, if you start doing reps of like 20, 30, you're already kind of doing the same thing and you're not really adding enough weight to really do much difference from what you are doing during your runs. And so that's why when you come into the gym, you wanna balance that out and do the more explosive, lower rep, high weight movements that are gonna force your body to turn over quickly and explode and use more of those like type 1 muscle fibers, those fast twitch muscle fibers that you don't get during long distance endurance, but that you need during different parts of the race. Say you're going up a hill, say you're kicking at mile 25, 26, you need more power in your legs, you need that turnover. That's where this type of training can help and come into play. So if you're training for a marathon, I strongly encourage you to not do the high rep thing in the gym. You already get that from running. Come into the gym, do high weights, low reps, and you're gonna be less sore. And the other key component of high weight, low rep is you allow your body to get stronger without adding on too much size. When you start getting into that like 8 to 12 rep range, that's when you start putting on size and bulk. We don't want that for marathon training. We wanna stay lean, we wanna stay strong without adding on size. And you can't really do that if you keep your reps between like 4 to 6 or 4 to 8. So that's what we're doing today. That's what I do during marathon prep. All right, people, we are coming to the end of this leg workout. And let me tell you, I am very happy about that. 12-mile speed workout this morning. Then we put the legs through a pretty heavy workout just now. So my legs are tired. We're gonna finish this workout off with 3 sets of 10 jumping split squats. It's basically a jumping lunge, if you will. I'm gonna show you here in a second. As if we didn't do enough lunges, we're gonna do some more and we're gonna jump a little bit. So plyometrics, good for being explosive, being an athlete, because that's what we're trying to do. Here we go, 10 on each leg. Ah. Woo. That's the leg workout. I am beat. My legs are tired. Glad that's over with though. We're better for it. We'll see you guys on Thursday because we got another speed session. See you then. Peace. Week's been good. A lot of running, a lot of workouts. Now we're out here with our boy Jordan, the ice bath man, and some other good friends out here logging 6 miles on a beautiful morning in Austin. It's January 10th and it's like 45 degrees. It's beautiful out here. How can it be this? Tomorrow we've got our long run for the week. It'll be 16 miles, probably somewhere between like 6:40 to 7-minute pace per mile. Kind of that like zone 3 effort, aerobic effort I've been doing a lot of. So faster than easy pace, slower than tempo pace, but that's what we got for tomorrow. I'm excited for it. I love those Saturday long runs. 16 miles in the books. 1 hour, 55 minutes, 7:12 average pace. Average heart rate was 150. Felt really good for that run. It was cold this morning. It was 29 degrees when we first started. So took the body a long time to warm up, but finally got into a good groove. And great way to start the Saturday morning. We've got one more run for the week tomorrow, just 5 miles easy to cap off a 73-mile week. That'll be my biggest training week ever for mileage. And my body feels good, training's going great, crushed all of our splits this week. So we are 7 weeks out from the Tokyo Marathon. We've got another 9 videos in this series coming for you guys. So stay tuned. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. And now we're only 6. Shut up.